Now, former FBI agent Doug Kouns joins us live now. Doug, thank you for your time. Officials mentioned Robinson's roommate told law enforcement about messages allegedly from Robinson on Discord. How important will the suspect's online presence be in this case?
It'll be very important. So probably as we speak, search warrants are being executed on not only the physical locations where the subject lives, but also on his phone, his computer, any kind of communication devices. So they will be able to retrieve these messages and find out what discussions were being had up to this point. You know, was it something that had been being discussed for days, weeks, months leading up to it, or was this, kind of not a spur of the moment decision, but was it a more recent thing? And should anybody then have said something knowing that this was potentially an imminent threat? So there could be other people with exposure still. It'll be interesting to see how it unfolds.
Yeah, and the governor of Utah, Spencer Cox, he talked about the inscriptions on the shell casings found during the investigation. Let's take a listen to what he had to say. Okay, looks like we're having trouble getting that soundbite from the governor. But I just want to ask you, when it comes to that inscription, what exactly does that say to you? How will that be used during this investigation, that information?
As an investigator, I would assume initially that those words had relevance to this individual, and I need to figure out what that was. So in these searches, both of the physical locations and of the electronics, likely we'll find, he ran across these in a book or on an online article or something that had meaning to him that was enough for him to inscribe them on these shell casings. That'll be a big piece of evidence when it comes to the prosecution as well.
Okay, and it looks like we do have that soundbite ready. Let's play it real quick for our viewers.
Investigators noted inscriptions that had been engraved on casings found with the rifle. Inscriptions on a fired casing read, "Notices bulges, capital OWO, what's this?" ? Inscriptions on the 3 unfired casings read, "Hey fascist!" ! Catch! ! Up arrow symbol, right arrow and symbol, and 3 down arrow symbols. A second unfired casing read, "Oh Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Bella Chow, Chow Chow." And a third unfired casing read, "If you read this, you are gay, LMAO."
All right, Doug. So again, we heard from officials earlier today during that news conference. They talked about all the tips that they received, but then they also said that they were not looking for additional suspects in this case. But I assume there's a mountain of evidence that they're still sifting through right now. So from your experience, what comes next in this investigation?
Like you said, there's still a lot to do. They've got to get the search warrants executed and all that evidence collected. It's got to be analyzed and processed, and basically putting together, hopefully, an airtight case that can be prosecuted if they're seeking the death penalty. That's a big deal. You've got to have all your ducks in a row before you venture into such a thing. And I don't know if he's cooperating, if he's given a statement, or if he's gotten an attorney already. Certainly a confession is very helpful in these things. The parents, that encouraged him, at what point did they know, and good for them for getting him to turn himself in. And going back to one of the previous speakers, I think it was just a matter of time, even without the help from the father and the roommate. I think those pictures were very clear. I think somebody knew him. I think the tips that were coming in, at least some of them, people had to have known who this person was. I think it was a matter of a short time before he was going to be caught anyway.
This is obviously a very well-known case. It's a big case. From the moment this happened, everyone was paying attention. How difficult, though, is an investigation like this for the FBI?
They're very difficult. Again, what was it, like 11,000 tips came in, and so there's a process, and people take these calls or from the internet or however they come in, and they get filtered, and then they go to another level if they have some sort of legitimacy to them. Some of them are just nonsense. And then they get filtered again, and ultimately, if they're determined important enough, they'll send out an investigator to talk to that person or check out whatever that tip may have been. And when there's that many, and you have fairly limited resources, that means you're bringing in, typically in the FBI case of this magnitude, you would bring in other investigators from other field offices. You are also leveraging your relationships with the state and local agencies. And it's basically all hands on deck covering these tips, because there's just a massive amount, and you have to cover them all. Forget where I was going exactly with that, but it's just a massive amount of work. You've also got all the video footage. There's hundreds of hours of the stuff that has to be viewed by a human being. There are some AI tools that help, but a lot of times it just takes a lot of hours of hard work and sifting through all this stuff to collect all these things.
Yeah, yeah. Former FBI agent Doug Kouns, thank you so much for your insight today. We appreciate your expertise.